I'm Christine, the anxious beginner. And that's Palais, our fearless captain. Together, we've bought a 45-foot sailboat, and we're ready for an adventure. It is time to complete the final leg of our trip and return to Vancouver. We left Vancouver 6 months ago and have cruised the Sunshine Coast, down the Gulf Islands, and into the United States, across the Strait of Juan de Fuca and into the Puget Sound, and then back up through the San Juan Islands, more of the Gulf Islands, and back across the Salish Sea, which brings us back to Gibson's, where we start the final leg of our journey.
This was our best weather window. There was basically, this time of year, it's just storm system after storm system after storm system coming in off the Pacific. So there was a storm yesterday, and there's gonna be a storm tomorrow. And so this is really the tail end of a storm right now. And so the sea state is pretty lit. The wind was supposed to be with us today, but as the forecast progressed over the week, it is definitely not. It's dead on our nose, and we're dead into the swell. But I guess they're probably like 2 or 3 feet. It's a little bit of a ride for sure, and I was feeling a little bit seasick earlier. I did take some seasickness medicine. I'm feeling a little bit better now. It is a little bit fun actually, the swell. It is a lot. It's about, I think we'll have 4 or 5 hour sail depending on how fast we go, and then we will be back in the city of Vancouver. We are about halfway to Vancouver now. You can see it there. So we've got about 2 more hours to go before we'll be into English Bay, and then another probably hour until the anchorage. But there it is. The sea state is calming down a bit. It is now only blowing 13 knots out. Earlier it was doing up to 20. Because the sea state is flattening down, we are going a little bit faster. We're now up to 4 to 4.5 knots. Before, we were definitely only doing 2.5 to 3 knots. The sea state is definitely flattening out. It's been a pretty fun but a little bit wild ride. The sea state has definitely been probably the second biggest waves that I've been in, and so that's been cool because I actually wasn't anxious about it at all. And I remember that time when we were in the larger waves was our first major passage last year, and I was terrified. These waves are not too much smaller, but they are smaller, but I was not scared at all, and have definitely just been enjoying smashing into the waves like on a rodeo. It's been a lot of fun. city feels so big. All of these lights, so many people. Most of the places we've been recently definitely do not have this many people. We've mostly just been to small places, so it just feels huge.
Back in Vancouver, it's time to prepare for our haul out. We are planning to stay here for a couple of months, do some boat work, and prepare for spring cruising. We have some pretty exciting plans coming up this season, so stay tuned for those. We've also started a Patreon, so check that out for some cool perks. There's a link in the description. If you're super into maps and would like to nerd out on our location and follow our track, you can follow us on NOFOREIGNLAND. And we'll see you in the next one.